What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back for another episode. You know who it is, your boy John.
Fucking white belt slayer.
How you
I
doing?
just realized that this is Papa John.
Papa John. I thought it was Jonahar.
Jonaher?
Jonahar.
You got a bunch of them now.
Apparently.
I think you got another one. You're
Apparently there's a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Well, I can't be Canelo because we had that one dude that was Canelo. He ain't showed up in forever. I don't think he's ever coming back.
Yeah, he ain't
RP white belt. But
another white belt
Another
slave.
white belt. Another white belt slave.
It's early in the morning on a Saturday. We're trying to bank some because this fool's going to be... Whenever this comes out, this fool's in Europe pretending to be a Viking.
No, it'll be out before that, but we got to bank some because, we're going to be gone for a minute.
Hopefully that's not too loud. Someone's using their vacuum.
Why not just close the garage?
Yeah, we're going to close the garage. But I'm ripping into a Gator Lit. If you like hydration, these are the way to go. These are awesome.
What are those?
The Gator Lits. These are like, this is like if you took 10 Gatorades and condensed it into one.
Yeah, it's like
hydration drink.
What are those Pedialyte, but better flavor. Yeah, I think I've had those.
The electrolytes are pretty good. Have you had those ones? Those are like they look like Pedialytes.
Oh no.
But they're small like this.
Maybe
those ones are good.
I think I did once for a competition. I instead of water, because I was cutting water weight, instead of water I put a bunch of that stuff in there and I was drinking that when I was down there. So no, I'm just having a good old Monster juice. These are delicious.
I can't believe you drink those.
I love these.
I mean, I do too, but they're 190 calories.
Yeah.
I try to drink. I'm trying not to drink anything with calories in it, or like real. This thing is like 70 calories or 50 calories.
I do try to limit my calories, but you have to give yourself a little bit. And then I do fasting, so as long as I drink, if I'm gonna have something like this, as long as I have it before 2:30, and then after that,
because you go from 2:30 on.
Yeah, I do a pretty long fast. I did a couple times this week. I did from I happened to eat like 11 something, and it was and for some reason I just felt really full, and I was like, screw it, and I just did it from 11 something to the next day.
Yeah,
I felt good, but I mean, it's not too bad.
So you're talking about the calories and shit. I've been trying to cut because I'm betting Chauncey, and I've been doing really good. The last week fucked me up, dog. I think I gained 10 pounds. I won't even step on the scale. What do you weigh today? 214?
Yeah, probably 214. Yeah.
I think you need to be 225.
Yeah, last night I went.
Let's just get you more diesel.
I'm
and 225.
I'm not going up to 225. Above 220. The max.
205.
Compete. Yeah.
Let's keep you at 205 diesel.
I'll do 205.
Back with the abs, dog.
Yeah, I'll do 205. But, I feel comfortable.
Are you going to do World League in December? You'll be back for a week or two? How long are you guys leaving for?
Yeah, that's what Omar is like. I want you to do World League at Purple Belt. I was like, God damn it. So,
dude, it gets easier.
I might sign up.
I don't know about 205.
Yeah,
that big fool from Mike's from Fight Sports.
He was like I don't remember what I was. My girl was eating something and I took a bite and he almost smacked it out of my hand and he's like, it's your fault, and he was like making Rebecca.
It's like, no, we just don't have any self-control.
Yeah. The big dude's 205.
That dude Mike from Fight Sports. Yeah, he's 205. I think, or 208 with the gi on. I think
he definitely looks.
He looks thin,
healthier, than last time I saw him. I mean, not that he was unhealthy. It was a while. I saw him at some party or something, and I never met him before that. Mm-hmm. And so, he definitely looks much thinner than last time I saw him. So, but he's tall.
He's tall. He's a real big dude. Yeah. So he would be in your bracket, I guess, if he competes.
Well, it depends on what Masters division.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I think he's Master 1.
Oh, yeah, so, Masters 2. I'll be Masters 3 next year.
Yeah.
I'll be the beginning of Masters 3.
You're going to be 41?
41.
But if you
turn 41
you turn 41 next year? Yeah.
But that's what Omar said.
You can fight Masters 3.
I can fight Masters 3.
Yeah. Purple belt will be easier for you. I mean, you did pretty well at blue belt, but purple will be easier because that's what I noticed is
after less people.
White belt was the hardest being in a Masters division because there's all these fools.
Yeah.
And then blue belt's a little bit less. The only time I've been in a big division was the Euros and Master Worlds.
Yeah, Master Worlds.
And Jiu-Jitsu Con.
40-some people.
At Con, when I did Con and I was a white belt, there was 50 people in my division. And then Master Worlds about the same.
Yeah.
The Euros, there was 40 dudes in the division, I think, because it was 6 fights the first. Yeah, there was. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of dudes because it was 5 or 6 fights for the first place dude.
Interesting.
But I wanted to talk about that World League event that we did. We got to cut this one a little bit short because we're going to go roll. Are you going to roll today?
No, I take
yeah,
Nathan to do
yeah.
his physical.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I wanted to.
We were at the gym this morning, and I brought my gi just in case because I didn't know like how it was going. I'm trying to get everything done in him before I go back home.
Yeah.
And that dude Rob rolled in. That fool is jacked. You ever met that dude?
Rob, the purple belt Rob?
Yeah. I never seen him. Yeah, because you've done the day classes. Yeah. I was in there. I was walking. I went over and introduced myself. That fool's jacked. He's like, "You guys want to go to 10?" And I was like, "I guess we are now."
You did, what? Wait, what class did you do right now?
I was at the gym.
Oh no, the powerhouse.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Gotcha.
Fucking putting in that work, dog. I'm gonna get jacked like you.
Yeah,
Dude, we were doing those fucking Arnolds. I almost started crying, dog.
Oh yeah,
Like you fucking do like this and then fucking like that.
I like Arnold's.
God damn, that shit's wild, dude.
Yeah, good for your shoulder. I mean, it's a shoulder work.
I was trying. I gotta be able to get it where I can touch my pinkies.
Touch it here.
Yeah, because I can only with the weight. I can. But even then, like that.
So you want to be very careful with this movement because there's a lot of rotation in your fucking shoulder. So you don't go super fucking heavy with it. But like,
dude, I was struggling with 20s.
You just gotta be careful because if you fuck up, it's bad.
What were you doing? You were doing like 65s like that, weren't you?
I did 40s.
40s.
Yeah. Normally I do 50. Normally I do 50, but like it was that day my shoulder was kind of funky and I didn't want to push it. So I was just doing 40s. So yeah, I'll do. I sent that workout. I do a pretty big shoulder workout.
Yeah, because you want big ass shoulders.
I want big traps. I just don't work my traps enough.
What do you do to make your trap bigger?
Just shoulder
These
shrugs.
ones?
No shrugs.
I was doing shrugs while I was waiting for Misa.
I just do shrugs, but I just don't do enough of them. I only do it once a week, but I would like to have bigger traps.
I'm gonna start doing the farmer's carries. I think I'm gonna go buy some of those 45 plates, the metal ones, the whole
walk with them.
Yeah,
those are really good.
Because I can't walk with mine. It'd be like this fucking big.
45s would be hard. But I've definitely done that. I'd like start here and we'll do like laps back and forth from the garage door.
That's not even walking, dog.
You do it like multiple times, like 15 times in a row, back and forth. Right,
Why don't you just walk up and down the street?
You could.
I'm gonna walk up and down my driveway.
This guy wants to be fucking the alpha dad of the neighborhood.
I'm the alpha dad of my little compound, dog. Just
fucking walk around.
I want to make a sled too.
In his Crocs.
After it. No, you can't do the Crocs because like I used to work out in the Crocs a little bit, but they're real wiggly because they're soft. So like when you try to get like your base, like they wiggle around.
I work out on my chunkless. Sometimes I don't.
Well, you wear flat ones. Like I mean, Crocs are foam, so like they're like literally like you'll get in your position because I tried it a couple times, and when you're lifting, like your feet are wiggling. So I just work out in the Vans. I seen all the fools in the gym. I was like, oh, they're trying to look cool. Then I was like, no, these are perfectly because they're flat
and they're hard.
They're flat and they're hard. So like they give you like a really good base.
They also make
like the barefoot shoes.
Well, lifting shoes.
Yeah,
so,
I thought about getting some, but
stuff like that. They have like a little bit of.
Well, you know goddamn well I can't hold the bar. So you know what we were doing though this week? Those fucking Zerkers.
Zerker squats. Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, those are
Dude,
good.
they look cool as fuck too.
There's a move that they do for jiu-jitsu where you like go down, like you're picking it up, so it's like
off
grabbing.
The ground?
Like grabbing someone.
Yeah, I want to start doing that. We were just doing it off the thing because I've never worked out before. Yeah. But yeah, I want to start doing. I saw a dude do it. What he did was like he lifted the bar like deadlift and then squatted and then put the bar on his knees and then lifted it up from there.
Okay.
Cool. I saw a dude doing that.
Well, I mean, aren't you guys lifting it off of the bar, the machine anyway? So
yeah, but if I wanted to get real wild with it, they were saying that like if you do a Zerker like that, it's the most like one of the most full body workouts because like the movements involved because you have the bar on the ground, you lift it up, and then you squat as much as you can, but you got to squat kind of parallel because you got to rest the bar on your knees, and then you scoop it up and then come up, and then like Danny and I were doing it on fucking Big Dan Abolic. We're doing it on Monday or Tuesday, one of the days this week, and then we started. We didn't really know how to do Zerkers, and he thought it was like this, which it actually is. So we were doing them like this, and this. At first, we started real high up on our collarbones, then we. So that's just basically like a
front
regular,
squat.
It's front squat, and then we switched to like the arms up, which is the actual Zerker. And then this dude walked by who was like a powerlifter. He was like, "Hey, you want to hold it like this?" He's like, "This is better too." So we did all three movements, and this is the most tough one for sure.
Well, yeah, because it's separate. Here you're connecting.
So you're real powerful there, but. When you're set, dude, it looks tight as fuck too. Because no one in there doing Zerkers.
Yeah,
everyone's in there fucking trying to do it for the gram. Dude, I'm trying to fucking look strong.
Yeah,
I think I can Zerker 2 plates.
I haven't. Damn, I haven't been to a gym since before like the influencer. Yeah. Like I mean I've been to.
Hey, it's tight.
I've been to the gym, like, before during like Instagram was around and like all this other stuff, but it wasn't like people weren't in the gym trying to fucking like film their fucking 30 seconds of lifting, whatever. Like
It's
it is,
tight.
and now it's crazy. I heard, dude. There's
Dude,
a gym.
Danny walks around with the fucking tripod.
There's a gym in LA that
Oh,
it's made for influencers. Where the girl Serafina goes to.
That
and
dude Bradley Martin.
Bradley Martin owns it. Yeah, that seems like a
Zoom
dope
culture.
Gym. Yeah, and like it's built to be like good video, like atmosphere. Like all the equipment looks legit. The lighting's perfect for you. Like,
dude, Israel and Danny have like the fire edits. You ever see them editing? I'm like, damn. Dude. I mean, they use templates and shit, but it's like those look dope as fuck. I was there the day we were doing it with Danny. I think Tuesday or Wednesday. Whenever last time I went with Danny was, I think he squatted like fucking 415, like it was nothing.
That's crazy.
Just like he was just like. Ugh. Yeah, I was like, you could have hit 5 more. He was like, no, it was heavy. And I was like, it didn't look heavy to you.
He made it look light.
Dude, he made it look light.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm on the background, fucking cheering this all. Lightweight, baby. Lightweight. It's too early to be loud. The thing I like the most about working out with Danny is like he doesn't give a fuck. So like he puts those 55s on the bar, so it makes the bar real tall.
Mm-hmm.
Then he gets the metal 45s and just clangs them on the fucking thing. Every time he puts the fucking bar, it's all clang.
Well, I mean that's the type of gym it is too. It's not like
24, they kick you out.
Yeah, not 24. 24-hour fitness will kick you out.
LA does too.
LA might.
When you walk into LA Fitness, it says like no being loud.
I hate that shit. 24-hour fitness. I used to do 24-hour fitness, and I never had a problem with it.
In San Diego?
Yeah. Because I mean, I get loud sometimes if you're lifting heavy. It's like
you get loud for sure.
So like,
especially when I'm clapping those cheeks.
Fuck out of here. Fucking this guy.
I almost fucking spent that. It took you a second to catch. It's early. It took him a second to catch on.
What's the other gym that everyone talks that they will the clunk alarm or they have the alarm or like if you're too loud the fucking alarm goes off.
What?
Yeah.
No, I never heard of that. It's fucking
that purple one. It's like
purple Crunch or whatever it's called.
No.
The one by
Planet Fitness.
The one by Little Caesars.
Planet Fitness. Crunch is actually pretty dope. I've been to Crunch before.
Yeah, there's a Planet Fitness.
It's Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness. So I was watching a thing about Planet Fitness, and Planet Fitness, they were showing how they basically developed the best fucking strategy. They said, what they did, they said, what do legit, like, people that go to the gym every single day, what do they want?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like free weights, heavy weights, free machine, like all that stuff.
Yep.
So they got rid of all that shit. And they said, what do people that don't like coming to the gym? The easy machines, like all the easy shit.
Yeah.
And they don't want to be like around people that are like lifting heavy. And so that's why they got rid of all that. So now they got all the people that sign up are the people that don't ever show up to the fucking gym. Yeah. And they said that each Planet Fitness gym, whatever, on average has like 10,000 members.
Holy shit.
And they said that if all of them decided to come to the gym at the same time, then they wouldn't have enough equipment in any of the gyms to actually do the workout. Yeah. But they made it so that they target the people that buy the membership and never show up.
That's crazy.
And I was like, dude, that's why they offer pizza and there's like pizza parties and shit like that.
The Planet Fitness here is in the zombie parking lot though, where Little Caesars is. You don't fuck with Little Caesars at all.
No, I don't like Little Caesars.
It's good when it's hot. Little Caesars hits different, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, everything hits me like that.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what it is.
I
was going to go eat today if you didn't hit me back, and I was like, dude, I can't eat before jiu-jitsu. I'll shit my pants. I was going to hit the place that's in the parking lot. Was it Angie's? That was called? That place is fire.
Angie's Diner?
Yeah, that place is
I like their breakfast.
I was going to go and just get an omelet, and I was like, oh, for sure shit.
I love that.
Because I'm trying to roll with that dude Rob today and see how. I mean, everyone says he fucks everyone up.
He's good.
So
He's good.
I wanted to see if I can play the half guard on him. Dude, I felt like fucking Danaher last night. So I was sitting there, and you know that dude, DeMondre, kind of Jack Black dude? Little dude. He walks up to me, and he's like, hey, man, I wanted to ask you something. I was like, ask me something. All right. And he was like, can you tell me about the half guard? I was like, yes, I can. Oh, yes, I can. And then they're asking some questions, and I was talking to him about, like, my theory behind it, which is it's not working out so much because I got to do more movements to get it. But the whole thing is like 2 or 3 weeks ago, Dan was telling me about basically every leg lock entry from the half guard. And I never considered that before. I always did it, but I never did it like in like a systematic way, the way he does it, or he was telling me how to do it. So ever since then, I've just been trying to focus on that, pulling a half guard, creating some space to get the knee, and fucking yank the knee up and start going for the legs. But I was explaining
like
that to him.
Chair and like
kind of,
but sweep from there.
Yeah,
or
so you can get the sweep. You can go to the electric chair. I I don't really like the electric chair. I don't feel like a lot of control. I've never hit on anybody or even tried it, but I don't feel like I have a lot of control. Johnny does it a lot.
I've never tapped anyone to it.
Johnny does.
But I've swept people with it.
Yeah, I kind of sweep people with it too. Yeah.
I don't know why. Maybe I'm not tall enough. Could be the reason.
To stretch someone out.
Stretch them to that point. But I've gotten like the lockdown in, fucking leg over my shoulder, completely like locked in, roll them over, and they're just like.
So yeah, I do that. I do that.
I sweep them that way. Yeah.
I never thought that was like an electric chair sweep. But yeah, I hit that sweep.
You have to be careful
I used to hit it a lot but I got lazy with it. So people started taking their foot and going over my head and just being in the same position. Yeah. But if they're quick, you can't get to the back. So now when I try to go for that particular sweep, I go up and I try to either put my hand behind my head like Omar does, or I try to grab my collar so they can't get out, and then I just roll. Because you don't even have like the way I learned that sweep. You're supposed to come up and then push them, right? That's like the technical way to do it. Technical stand up and you push them. So you're standing up as they're going down. But for me, that's a little bit hard. That movement's kind of hard for me. So I like to just grab the gi or grab the back of my head and just roll, and they have to go with you. They have to follow it.
The one that I always forget about was one that Alberto showed once. It's from that deep half, and then you switch your feet around, so you're almost like butterfly underneath their leg, and then you kick out, and then come up, and you end up in like a double under or something like that. But I always forget about that one when I'm in that position. Usually I'm like.
Yeah, you're trying to play lockdown. You got it.
Well, it depends on who I'm going with. If it's someone my weight, I can play with the lockdown a bit more. But if it's someone like heavy, like you or like Leo, I'm locking you. I'm locking you down to lock your ass down so you don't pass.
I only like to do the lockdown. For me, lockdown is last resort because it's almost like stalling, right? So like
it can be 100%.
So if I'm rolling with like Big Albert, like. That fool's been crushing me. We've been rolling lately. So like the only time I can literally get a breath is if I switch to the lockdown and just yank it as hard as I can, and it pulls him off that point where I can breathe.
Sorry, Albert, if you're watching, but I'm gonna tell everyone the secret. Maybe you fixed it, but it's been a while since we rolled. The key to Albert is he doesn't fight when you pull his arm across his body. He doesn't ever fight it. So anytime I roll with him, my goal is grab his arm, drag it across, and then I can come out and take it back.
From standing or from the bottom?
From the bottom.
Yeah, so I used to do that to him a lot.
I used to do that to him. He doesn't rip that arm out. Or
I used to do that to him every time we'd roll. That I would roll with him to practice that sweep. Try it now.
Yeah, I haven't rolled with him in a long time.
Literally like a month or two ago now, Leo told him something about pressure. And ever since then, he's almost pressure tapped me. I've only not tapped out of I can't tap the pressure.
Yeah, that's
he fixed that hole. Yeah, he fixed that hole in this game. He's crazy on top now. Like to the point where I roll with him, I'm like, fuck, I hope he doesn't get on top. Like I just think that over and over again, then he gets on top and I'm fucked.
Yeah, I try to just make sure I'm on top when I roll with him.
Yeah, but it's hard if you don't go quick on him. He hits that sacrifice throw and he's hard to stop because he's got so much like just mass behind him.
Yeah,
it's hard to stop it.
Yeah. Yep, 100%.
Yeah.
Anyways, Jiu-Jitsu World League.
Yeah. That was a
fun event.
I had fun. I'm officially a coach, so I should always be registered as a coach now, so I can roll up there and get my coach's pass. And I think I talked about this on the last one, but I was coaching somebody, and someone was like, "Oh, excuse me, professor," because they bumped into me, and I was like, "Yeah, motherfucker, back up." I'm not a professor.
You know what I like about it is the free
food
to get in.
Oh yeah. Well, I compete.
You had to compete, yeah.
I think I've watched. For sure, I've watched. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have to compete.
Yeah,
I didn't
have
to pay.
Cool.
So I just got the pass and I was able to go in. Which was cool. I had a lot of fun.
I really like coaching. I need to think about it more technical than you. That's why I started calling you Jonaher.
Yeah, I had fun.
Everything you were doing, everything you were yelling at me was like things that I do, but I wasn't thinking. You don't think about it.
Well, that's the point.
And then it's like, dude, it took me from almost losing to winning.
But that's the point of having someone in your corner is to
see the spots.
Yeah, they're not in the middle of it, so they can see it. That you know, one, hopefully they know your game, and they know your level. That they know what you know. You know enough to know. Like you can't call some out, and you're like, oh, he's not gonna be able to fucking do Kiss of the Dragon. Hey, Kiss, like so. So there is some of that to it, and understanding like what they know and how to explain it. But yeah, I think you get to see from an outside perspective what's going on, and you can call out things that they're just not seeing, or maybe you're like, why isn't he doing this? Maybe he's not thinking about it. Do this.
When I was coaching, I was focusing on just like the real basic shit. Like Don't let them
Yeah, the
sweep you.
basics.
Because like people were like going to their hip, and I was yelling like, "Do not go to your hip. Stay up, because he's going to get the sweep points, right?" Because like
They
I
come up,
understand the rules at a basic level enough to know that if they just come up, they get the
they
sweep.
get the points. Yeah.
And then the other thing I was yelling to people, which nobody at our school really does, is break the grips. Maybe Louis does.
Louis breaks grips.
I can't think. Dan, obviously black belt Dan. I can't think of too many other people that focus on breaking grips. So like, I don't break the grips standing up much because I'm really bad at it. I should do it more. But like, if we're down in the half guard, I'm focused on breaking grips and stripping grips because it changes the game. So like, I was coaching little Danny, who's not little by any means, but comparatively to the other Dannys, he's little. And I was yelling at him, I was like, break the grip. And he broke the grip and he started kicking out and like getting past the guard. And the dude kind of like semi-sweeped him. And I was like, dude, do not go to your hip. He's going to get the points. And then he swept him back. And then he didn't come up, so he didn't get points. I was like, dude, you got to come up. He came up and got the points. I was like, people don't think that way. Because like,
you're in the middle of it.
But also when we roll in the gym, we're rolling not so much for points. It's like, I'm good on the bottom. Like, not me particularly, but it's like people think I'm good on the bottom. I'll just stay on the bottom.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you lost the points.
You're just there having fun.
Yeah.
You don't think trying to capture the points. Yeah.
That kind of happened I think that kind of happened to Kyle at Master World this year. He was like, I'll play bottom, and then he got stuck on the bottom. The dude wouldn't move. The dude just fucking was like a wall on him, he said. So that was cool. That was cool, my first experience coaching. I would like to coach more. I think that's really the path I want to go on is like, I'll continue to compete forever, I think, as long as I can physically do it. But the goal is not to – I mean, the goal is to win. But
you're not like trying to be world champ.
Yeah, it's to see what I can do to other people at my level. But the goal is not to be the world champ. I think I would like to run down the coaching thing. Like
I thought coaching was fun. I got to coach a few people, and I enjoyed it.
I think everybody you coached won.
At least a match or two.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun though. But I enjoyed it, man. I got to be down there, and actually see the match. Which, if you're at some of these events, it's like hard. If you're watching your team, it's hard to see.
Yeah, like we had to be on the opposite side.
The opposite side to see. And so, you're right there, right? And then, like, even if I'm not coaching, I'm down there and I can watch like the match or record for someone, or like I live streamed a lot of them live while I was while I was there. And I've had actually a couple people. They were like, dude, thanks for streaming. Because
everyone was stoked on it. Yeah, everyone was stoked on it.
I got to watch it and whatever, and I was like, oh yeah, and I was like, I had the perfect seat. Like, why not fucking stream it?
We should make I gotta talk to Omar a little bit more about it. Maybe if I can make like another not Humaito official, but like that kind of page,
so anyone,
where we can
during
stream
the competition,
everyone's fights.
Anyone can just watch.
Even if the dudes from the other schools, because I got a couple phones, so I can. I actually have a nicer phone than this. I have the newest iPhone. I can just set that up on a tripod and just let it stream. While
the only problem is depends on what event you're at. So World League will probably be fine. You might have problems with IBJJF because they'll probably.
But they do a good job streaming.
Because they do most of their matches that's what I really like about IBJJF. Most of their matches you can go find on YouTube, find the event, and then they'll break it down.
You can find them all on Flow.
Yeah, you can find. Then you can break it down by mat.
Yeah.
And then you can watch the stream live either on YouTube or on Flow. They'll have it there. So they IBJJF does a really good job. World League, Jiu-Jitsu World League does record your shit. But they do, and their videos are really proper or fucking legit too. It just takes a month before you can log in and your video's there. But it's like high def. It's there. You can download it, and that I think that's cool too. You don't have access to it right away, and you gotta wait.
World League is really on the come up. We haven't been in Jiu-Jitsu long, so we haven't seen when they're down. But ever since I've been doing it, they've gotten progressively better.
Yeah, 100%.
And their media is popping. People want to do it because of the media. Like there was a picture.
They make those highlight reels and the videos, and they do interviews, and they really push the social media side to get that influence that you're talking about.
I didn't know this, but I was listening to something this week. I listened to a lot of fight shit, and they were talking about one championship. And they're saying that one championship doesn't consider themselves a fight company. They consider themselves a social media company. Because one championship supposedly gets literally like billions of views on their clips and shit.
Yeah,
so cool. Cumulatively?
Yeah. Total.
Yeah, total views like on their clips across all platforms will get in the billions. Crazy. Yeah, so that's what their really thing is.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, one championship's really blowing it up like that. But back to World League a little bit. I want to talk about other shit, but we're trying to keep this one condensed. So when you listen to a lot of people that are like athletes, which I'm not a fucking athlete, I'm a fat dad trying to do my best. They talk about a lot of people. Dad
Dathlete.
That's a good one. I should make a hat or something. Dathlete. Yeah. They all talk about being like in a flow state. Like every once in a while they hit this flow state, right? And I've been there mentally. Like let's say I'm building something or I'm working on something. You just get in a flow and everything works out. It works,
yeah.
Dude, my first roll, like I was standing there in the fucking bullpen and I was like, man, none of these dudes are huge. Like I knew that one dude from Altos was going to be in the division, but he wasn't in the bullpen ever.
Yeah.
So he checked in and just walked over to the mat.
He's probably
yeah. So he was just there, but so I was like, I knew that dude was big because I watched a bunch of his videos, and I wasn't, dude. I watched his video. Normally, I don't like to watch people's videos because I got psyched out before when I fucking fought Big Alex in Arizona. Fucking Miguel was like, hey, I know the dude you're fighting. He's good. You know, be careful of this and that. And he sent me his link, and I was like, oh, cool. He doesn't look that big. And then I walked up to him. This fool was like 6'4", like 300. I was like, what the fuck? So it fucked me up. So I never like to do that. But I watched a bunch of that dude from Altos' videos, and I was like, I see his game, I see the holes, and I think I can get that. That's why I was talking shit. It's like, I want that dude first. But the first dude I got, he was strong, but, I mean, he had a bad game plan. And I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid anymore to stand up and get a penalty. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah, that same here.
Yeah. So, like, I was like, I am not going to pull guard. If this dude gets me down, he gets me down, and I'll start to impose my game. But my top game is pretty solid. My bottom game is probably even better. I think I have less success with my bottom game because, like, I'm rolling with big dudes. You know, like rolling with you or rolling with, like, Big Danny or even bigger Danny. You know, I'm rolling with, like, the bigger guys in the gym. And, like, the smaller guys I can get it on. I even have a little bit of success with, like, my bottom game with, like, Louis and Kyle. But when Kyle decides he doesn't want to fuck around anymore, he just smashes me. You know? But when he's flowing, my game works. But, like, it works on all the white belts. It works on a lot of the smaller blue belts. But as it progresses, that's where I'm having trouble. Yeah. I fucking say it. I think I tell everyone this shit, but I think it's the coolest fucking quote. Is like, you got to be comfortable in the uncomfortable. So it's like, I'm super comfortable being smashed. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me when anybody's doing it. So that dude, he ended up trying to sacrifice throw me or something. Somehow I ended up getting. Oh, I got a takedown off. He tried to wrist lock me.
I don't remember.
That's how I got the takedown.
You slammed him down.
Yeah, but it was off of him trying to wrist lock me because, like, he was trying to wrist lock me. And you, like, yelled at Uchimata, and I remember looking at you like, I can't hit it because I'll turn my wrist. And then you're like, head pressure. And then I started changing the head pressure, and then he started crumbling. Yeah. Because he went so far on the wrist lock on me, and I was like, dude, this is our game, dog. You're not wrist locking me. Like, you got to really try to wrist lock me, especially in that position.
You said he wasn't even like
he wasn't trying to bend it. He was just full blast on it. Yeah. And then he dipped into it, like he dipped his shoulder into it, and then you're like, head pressure. And then I changed the position my head was in, and literally I felt his body starting to crumble because he just was out of position, and that's how I got the takedown. I was mad I didn't get the first takedown because he tried to single leg me, and I sprawled on him and I went out of bounds. But I saw on the video the ref was saying to stop, but I couldn't hear him. It was loud in there.
Well, Omar even said afterwards. I think I don't know if he told you, but he was like, "That's what I want." Yeah, like. Just keep driving. Yeah. Like, even if the fucking ref is yelling, just fucking so that it's aggressive and it leaves an impression on that dude's mind.
That's exactly what I was thinking when I did it because I could see that we were going off our mats and I knew there was no one on the other mats and I was like, I'm gonna break this dude mentally. Because when I snapped him the first time, his demeanor changed. Because he tried to single leg me and I sprawled on him and I scooped under, but I missed my grip and he was able to pop back out. But from that second on, it changed.
You were definitely in danger when he took your back, but
but I felt so comfortable. Like I didn't.
It was getting close. He was getting that fucking choke.
He had the choke deep,
but that's when I was like, I saw his hand, and it was you had his hand trapped. And I was like, wrist lock, wrist lock.
Dude, and
you just was like, you went for it, and he fucking was like, ah. I was like, oh man,
because I kind of had his wrist trapped. Because like he was choking,
it was trapped, so and that's why I saw it. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, you yelled it. I went full blast on it, and that changed everything.
Yeah, I was hoping that it would make him let go because he had the choke. He was the choke was coming in, but deep. I was like, dude, his wrist is there. You just fucking hit that. It'll make him forget about the fucking choke.
Yeah, but again, in every roll, I haven't had rolls. Granted, I lost the first place match, but I haven't had rolls that easy. Ever.
That was good. That was a good match, though.
Every roll in the gym is harder.
Yeah.
So, like, dude, Louis chokes the fuck out of you. Yeah. I used to tap a lot when the chokes would get deep, but now I'm just like, I'll go to the point where I think I might be going to sleep. So when that dude choked me, like, there was a second it got tight, and I just thought, and I was like, I've been choked tight.
Yeah, I definitely have that mentality where I'm like, well, because you know what happens is you'll be in the middle of the choke.
Yeah.
a second seems like minutes.
Yeah.
And so you're like, this is not working. And if you can hold out long enough that you mess with their head, where they're like he's not wiggling, he does not gurgling. Yeah. This is obviously not going to work, so I'm going to let go and re-move to something else.
So that choke, I came on top of the choke because I tried the wrist lock and then I double. Everyone says not to do this. It works for me. I double the one hand that they're trying to choke with and I roll with it. It works really well for me. So like, let's say you take my back and your hook's in and you're going over my shoulder, like seatbelt grip or whatever, and you're trying to choke this way, right? I'll double wrist grab you and then pull your hand over my head and roll into it. That works really well for me. I know you're in danger of the armbar there. I think maybe I've been armbarred once or twice from that specific position. So like I knew where I was comfortable with that guy, and then I knew that he couldn't get his hook in because I had his leg trapped and I was pinning it and pushing it down. He kept trying to get his hook in. So I wasn't. There was not a single time like I went to the turtle and I was like, please take my back. I was in my head. I was like, please take it because I know I'm getting out of this.
Yeah, you did pretty good that match.
Yeah,
but I think you did even better on the second match. You just got caught.
I was super. I watched that video a couple times. When I was standing, I was already tapping. I was trying to release the pressure.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You should have been collapsing him and falling on top of him. And
that last scramble happened fast.
Yeah, if you would have pressured him, I think you would have got out. And I think if you would have got out of that, you would have won that match. Because you were at that point, you were pretty much tossing him around.
I know,
and I could tell he kind of gave up.
He gave up. That was like a Hail Mary.
The moment that I saw his mindset change was when he went for that underhook and you fucking went, wham, and you ripped that shit. I saw it and like I could see where he was like, oh, this is real. Like this is fucking real.
Yeah. So that guy. So I ended up winning the first match by points. It's funny. I almost blew a big old booger on that dude. I saw it come out. I was all, and I sucked it back in.
Fucking gross.
It was nasty. I saw it come out. But so the second match, I wanted that dude first because it's like those dudes that come from those big gyms are like, oh, I train here. That fool was from the Autos headquarters, he's claiming. He had the fancy fucking gi with like the gold iron. It was like gold and purple and shit with his name on it. And I was like, man, like, we're from a big gym too. There's more Humaitas than there is fucking than there is Autos's. But Autos is more geared towards younger competitors.
Did he say anything to you afterwards?
He was just like, hey, man, I feel bad for throwing you to the table. I was like, hey, man, this is a combat sport. It is what it is. You know what I mean? But so he came like he had the arrogance, like, oh, I'm from Autos. 100%. And I was like, man, fuck this fool. I was talking shit behind him too. Because someone's like, who you got next? And I was like, this big fool. And I kind of seen him like turn his head a little bit. And I was like, he's a tree, but I like to chop trees. I was like, he don't know about the stump. And I could see his like face, like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? And I'm standing behind him. I was like, he don't know about the stump.
Oh my God.
And then he grabbed me and I was like, oh, this ain't it, Playboy. When he grabbed me, like you could tell that he's a bottom player. Because he grabbed me and it wasn't there. And he tried to jerk me a couple times and he got me off balance once or twice. But I can tell that that's not his game. Like he's not yanking people. He's not snapping people. He's probably more technical. So I grabbed him. I started snapping him. Every time I could feel him turn to try to snap me, I tried to snap him. And then I started kicking his foot. I started trying to foot sweep him, but I was going full force on those things. Funny. And then when he tried to dive in for that underhook, I was in a bad position. He probably could have finished a takedown from there. And I just went full blast on that fucking mirror lock, dude. And it hurt my shoulder how bad I fucking whipped it.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, I whipped it a couple times, dude. I felt it too because I caught him with it. He got his arm out, so like when I hit him, it was right below his elbow. If I would have got him above his elbow, it probably would have been done right there. Yeah. But I got him right before his elbow, and I hit it like 2 or 3 times on him because every time he tried to go underhook, I was like, "Fuck this guy." Like normally, like I wouldn't do that in the gym. I do it in the gym, but I don't yank it. Gym. I don't yank it though. Like I was rolling with that dude I was telling you about earlier. And he went double unders on me. I was like, oh, you're going to go double unders? And I just fucking grabbed his shit and held, like, I guess that's a wizard from there, right? But now I can see, like, besides, like, being in that state where I was like, I felt like I could not lose. I was like, I can't lose today. Yeah. Today's my fucking day.
I mean, that's why I said that was the best I've ever seen you roll. You did freaking really, really good there. So, and you had some good competitions. Yeah. So, I don't know. Yeah, that was good stuff. Yeah.
I no longer feel like a fucking fake at purple belt either because it's like the only real purple belt competitions I've done, I've placed at them and I've won matches at.
That's good.
And the dude I fought in LA was huge. The second guy, the first guy was my size, but he was a little bit thicker.
But which?
The World League. At UCLA.
The nice one? Yeah.
That second dude I fought was giant.
Well, you're in the fucking ultra.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
Screw ultra.
But I'm ready for. I'm competing in like 2.5 weeks, something like that.
No, it's longer than that.
No, it's
wait.
the 12th.
You're doing
I'm
the other one?
Yeah, I'm doing the 12th. I'm doing the King of the City in San Diego on the 12th. That's like it's sub only events. It's sub only, but it's fight to win rules.
So ref's decision or something like that.
It goes to ref. Well, no, yes, but I got to read the rules more. I was actually watching some fight to wins.
Mm-hmm.
They have a point system. It is completely different from anything else. So like so there's a lot of moves that are so it's basically the same moves that are legal except for you can slam people. But let's say you're coming up and I go to single leg X and I try to ankle lock you and it's not very deep. There's a point for that. It's called a shallow submission, a shallow attempt. And then if I get it and I wrap around and I grab my collar and I start yanking, there's points for a deep attempt. So you can get deep attempts, you can take back takes, shallow attempts. So they can't. I don't know.
Are they like half points?
I don't really understand like the point system, but if I'm active and I'm looking for shit, it counts for a lot.
Oh, that's cool.
So, but it's sub only. It's kind of cool. It's almost like a super fight. I think it's only 16 dudes, so it's eight matches, and so is that 3 to win or something like that. Mm-hmm. So I'm interested to see how that goes. But it's absolute purple belt, all age, all weights.
That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I'm interested to see like the quickness of the younger guys.
Where did you find this? Like,
I came across this dude on Instagram and he's always posting and he's like King of the City. So I was like, fuck it. He was like, I'm looking for purple belts, and I was like, I'm an absolute purple belt.
You're like, screw it, I'm in. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like I didn't. Yeah, that's cool. That'll be interesting.
Just to try it out to see what it's like. You know what I mean? And then I'm doing that. I should be doing that World League in December. Right now, I want to see how my elbow feels after that match.
I'm supposed to be doing it. It's gonna be rough.
Purple belts, dog.
I'll be coming back from a vacation.
You get in fucking next weekend. You're getting your purple belts, dog. Till I break into the school and take all the belts.
We'll see.
I'm gonna be there a little bit. I might just go in the back room and take all those belts.
Take them all. I'll keep blue belt.
I think you're gonna crush fools at purple belt when you. We'll see you December. Man. You got to take that doubt out and just say, I'm the baddest motherfucker here. Do you see those shoulders?
I'm carrying the post, motherfucker.
Yeah. I don't think a lot of those dudes are,
Yeah.
It's hard to say.
Well, yeah, I mean, we'll see. I'm in it. I'm in it to win it. I'm in it for the long run. I'm like you, man. I'm not going to be no fucking world champ, but it is nice.
Maybe if we keep test yourself. If we keep on this path, maybe we could be master world champs.
Pull a Buchecha and start winning fucking all the black. No, that's never
guess where Buchecha started winning at?
Brown.
Purple belt.
I thought it was brown.
He hasn't won shit. He didn't win shit till he was a purple belt.
Oh, well, it is what it is.
Start calling me Buchecha. I got big ass cheeks too, homie. That's it, Buchecha.
If you guys are watching, so I'm actually going to be going on a trip over to Denmark, Sweden, and Norway. In the middle of November. So if you're following my Instagram, I'll be probably posting a lot of fucking cool pictures there. A lot of
that is the wildest vacation to
It's
take.
Gonna be fucking sick. It's so dope. The only concern I have, I was watching last night and I went down the rabbit hole. There's a lot of anti-American shit going on around the fucking world where the government literally,
especially in Denmark,
they basically put out a fucking
no travel thing.
Not a no travel, but a warning.
Travel
advisory for all Americans.
But the thing about it is, like, why did you guys pick those random places? There's not like Viking museums and shit, is there?
That's all Viking area.
Yeah, but
there's like Viking shit.
This is the Mexican area. There's not Mexican museums here.
This isn't the Mexican area.
This used to be Mexico.
Yeah, but it's not the same.
I think it is the same.
It's not the same.
Is there Viking museums?
Yeah. There's Viking museums. They got ships and
all that shit's fake.
We're gonna go see they fought naked with braids and shit like that.
They fought naked on mushrooms.
Oh yeah, I've heard them fighting on mushrooms. Yeah, I've heard about that. But then we're also gonna go see the Northern Lights. So
that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'd like to see that.
We're going to there's an actual ice hotel there. The girls didn't want to stay at it, so we didn't book it. But we did book like a 3-hour slot at their bar. So we're gonna go have drinks and includes a bunch of drinks, and then we got an 8-hour tour bus that's taking us to find the Northern Lights, one of those nice vans or whatever, and they're picking us up from there. So we'll be drinking, get on the bus, and then go fucking do that. So and then they're trying to do some other
The
shit. It'll be
people
fun.
that you are going with don't like to get after it.
That's okay. My idea, my thought was like me and my
Let's
girl.
go to Rome next year.
Me and my girl, we're gonna like, you know, if they when then people get tired, it's me and her. We're gonna go out and do shit ourselves and go have fun.
We'll see.
So,
Let's go to fucking Rome next year.
I don't know
Let's
yet.
if the Euros are back in Italy, let's go.
I don't know because I do want to go on a cruise. So
And do what?
get drunk and go visit other islands and like,
You can get
do
drunk in
stuff
Rome.
and go to different islands.
How much is
and
it to go on a
visit-
cruise?
Probably like $500.
Oh, it's cheap.
Yeah.
Then I know that cheap.
Yeah.
I'd like to do a comedy cruise. This weekend's a Burt Kreischer one.
There's a comedy cruise that would be fun.
Yeah.
Fuck, too.
Burt Kreischer did his he did a tour last year and he did it again this year, but he added a cruise to it.
That would be cool, dude.
Yeah.
If there's like a bunch of like a lineup of comedians,
It's
just
only
every
that.
night, dude. That'd be
It's
sick.
only that.
That would be
so
fun.
it's called like the fully loaded cruise. The Legion of Skanks do one. A couple people do them.
That would be hilarious. That'd
you
be
know
fun to
you
do.
know who I would like to do it? They're not really my cup of tea, but they invite cool comedians. They're Impractical Jokers.
Oh, I love it, Practical Jokers.
They do a cruise.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
I don't. That might be too corny.
No,
That
but
might
no.
be
So
corny.
like they do comedy,
Yeah.
and which is not like the jokes. It's
Oh, they actually
they
just
do comedy. Yeah,
Okay.
Sal's really funny.
Yeah,
He's
okay.
funny as shit. But they have like all the really good comedians too,
On
because
board.
on board. So they do
Mm.
comedy shows. That would I think
That
would be
cool.
fun.
Yeah. See, I didn't know they did that. That would be
Yeah.
pretty. Dope. That'd be pretty cool. I mean, for me, it's like you get on a cruise,
Yeah.
you just fucking chill, go drink, get good food, and then they stop at
Dude.
different ports. You can get off and visit like different areas and do like where, depending on the cruise, where you go do different shit.
Dude,
So that's
we have
that'd
to
be
go to
kinda
Rome,
cool.
dude. I didn't know
figure it
shit
out.
about it. I just went like on a whim, right, to do the Euros. But I've seen a bunch of my friends go since then, and they're like going to these things I couldn't find. So I'm like, hey, how did you find that? How did you do this, dude? Everything in Rome is free.
Mm.
It's a little bit expensive, like when you go eat, but everything else is free. I think I went there and I didn't.
Well,
I was
know-
like, hey, I'm in Rome. It is what it
One
is.
of-
I'm spending what I spend. I think I only spent like
one of
$4,000.
my on my other channel, one of my subscribers, he's from Italy or somewhere over there. And when we were talking about
Italy's
going,
huge, though.
but when we were talking about going, he was like, "Hey, I'll meet you in Rome," and he's like, "I'll give you a tour, and like
Yeah.
we'll do private tours and shit. We'll show
Yeah.
you around." I was like, "Oh, that'd be cool."
You don't even need the tours. It is so
well,
badass,
It's not. It's like,
dude. And you walk everywhere.
yeah. You walk
Dude, we were
around.
walking like 18 miles a day or some crazy
Yeah,
shit.
that's crazy.
I got a jet, but let's go to Rome and then let's take 2 days and go to fucking Florence and then go back to Rome. I want to go for 2 weeks.
I saw that video where it was about Florence, and it was like Instagram, and then it was like reality. And
It's
it's
all
like,
grimy?
It's all grimy.
Yeah,
and
but so-
flooded and like fucking.
So Rome has all the Catholic shit, which is dope, and then like some of the old Greek stuff, badass.
Mhm.
But Florence is where all the actual museums are,
Mm.
like the Leonardo da Vinci Museum and fucking all that shit.
Yeah.
All right, I got to
Okay.
rip.
Anyways, all right, guys. Thanks for watching, and until next time,
Go buy some Black Pass shit.
make sure you subscribe, leave a comment, all that good stuff, and until next time.
Hit 'em with Dios.